so hungry.
I know.
I look at that.
That apple pie does look good, doesn't it?
It looks
does.
fantastic.
It looks like
It's almost real.
I was really hoping that you had brought some treats.
I need to
last
make,
week, but I now know that
I need to make an apple pie. My mama can make a really good apple pie.
Yeah?
I need to try some of that.
it's so good. It's
you
just,
like yours real sweet or sour?
I like mine sweet, and my apples can't have any crisp crunchiness to them. I like mine kind of mushy. I don't know what it is about the texture of apples in an apple pie that if it's crunchy, it's like, I don't know why.
do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like sweet, a lot of cinnamon, and
Ooh,
mushy.
like candy.
Yes. They kind of almost weld your teeth together.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
so good.
So good.
So
Welcome to
good.
the general store. This has kind of got a general store
It certainly does.
theme to it, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
We're back with more questions. We
Generally
had so much
speaking.
fun last week. We thought this might be a running thing for us.
Well, we've
just
only got
once in a while. I mean, I've only got
500
like,
more to go.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
I mean,
So I think we'll have time. But
I think,
before we get to that, we want to welcome you to the general store in the 70X7 studio with Mike Richardson, our producer. We've missed Carter the last couple weeks. He's been out, but we're glad that you're here, and we want to say hi to some of our top fans. Who we got?
yes,
at
we
the
do.
top of the list
At
this
the
week.
top of the list on an 11-week streak, Mr. Ronnie Decker. Thank you,
Yay.
Ronnie Decker.
Nice.
One of my schoolmates.
That's one of your buddies, isn't it? Yeah.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Rob Hamrose, also on an 11-week streak, is John Hooker. Jeremy Williams, always checking in with us. Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate you. Alan Brown, Timothy Elkins, Renee McLaughlin Langley, Jane Hanser, Fritzy Phillips, and Danny Chitwood, rounding out
All
the
right,
list for
another
the
Very
one of my
good.
classmates.
All right. The
That's
class
awesome.
of
71.
71
Yeah.
represented
71.
well.
I also want to say, so Alan Brown's a friend of mine, and he lives, and the last time I mentioned him, I forgot. I want to say he lives in Florida, but I'm not sure that's right. But I think. But anyway, I met him through like the Miss America organization, and
Okay.
but he sent me a really nice message on Messenger on Facebook. A few weeks ago, we did and I think it was just me and you and Carter. We did the episode about unanswered prayers.
Oh, yeah.
And Alan messaged me and said that was just, he watches every week, but he said that episode really touched him. And actually, we got a lot of feedback on that one, that they felt it was a very powerful episode and conversation, and it touched a lot of people.
That's
so
nice.
we really appreciate when you reach out like that to
Yes.
us and let us know that if you like something
us
we've
know.
done, or
Yeah.
if you have an idea, if we think it would be fun if you talked about XYZ. We'd love to hear
Right.
some suggestions too.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Right.
We'd love that. So
I see you've got some new wardrobe things going on this week. I've never seen this
Spangley.
Michael Jackson thing you're wearing this morning.
Oh, I know. I got me
I like it.
some fringe.
Now, did you?
I
This is
didn't
yours.
do this one. I got this at
That looks like something you wear at the frangipane.
I got this at the Goodwill.
You didn't make this.
I didn't make
I
this
would
one.
have lost that bet.
I
Yeah,
would have
no,
too.
I-
Just like your little $250 thing last week, I
Yep.
would have lost this bet. I would have said that's you.
No.
That's all you. Now the S, that's you. I mean,
This is from,
that stands
remember
for super.
a few supercalifragilisticexpialidocious
Okay.
is what it stands
right,
for.
right.
But remember a few weeks
Common
ago,
spelling.
we did the episode about me being influenced by influencers on TikTok, which is where I started making my frou-frou coffee and stuff from.
Yes. And
This is another influence that there a lot of these influencers on there where they're like little bubble alphabets, like so.
Okay.
F,
So it's
yeah.
like almost like
and it's got like diamond
a
and
puffy.
Yeah,
It's almost like a puff S.
Yes.
Like a Cheeto.
Yeah, and I
and
just
an S.
these influencers, man,
They can
they're the
influence.
devil. They're the devil.
They be influencing folks
They're
all
the
around
devil.
here.
Get thee behind me, Satan. I mean, it's awful. I'll get to watching
Oh.
on their TikTok, and I'll just be TikTok. I'll be TikTok. Oh yeah, I need me one of them. I'm gonna get me one of them too. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna get me one.
Mercy.
It's a bad
Cast
deal.
them out.
Cast them demons out on the TikTok. Yeah, so that was another influence.
Mercy.
I've been influenced.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. This is nice.
But it also influenced me to start cleaning my house.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
So that's not a bad thing.
That's good. We talked about that last week. That's
Yeah, that's some of the.
a freeing type
Yes.
feeling, exhilaration.
There's some of these women on this here TikTok that clean their house that are like OCD, which is why I don't clean my house, because I am OCD, and if I'm going to clean it, I'm like moving furniture. I'm taking toilet seats off and scrubbing with a brush. Like I have to deep clean. It's so overwhelming. I just don't do it at all.
No moderation for you.
Yeah, there's no. It's 0 to 60.
Yeah.
It is. So anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did find some new cleaning supplies and tools that I think I'm going to get that might make it a little easier for me.
Not that you're anywhere close to this, but I think it's a great gift for your kids too, if you leave your house or your belongings in order. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so they
Yes.
don't have to go through things and feel the guilt of would she have wanted this, but all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, definitely do a purge before you die.
I think so.
So
I think
your
so.
kids don't have to do it.
Put it on the calendar.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, just sometime before you check out.
That's right.
Yes.
Because that is a lot
Right.
to leave to your kids for sure.
No doubt.
All right, so here's our first question this week. What real, I'm not going to say mythical. Okay. I guess I get the. Oh,
You
never
just
mind.
did.
Okay, I'll go back. What real,
Mine. Boom.
what real or mythical place would you like to visit? So, i.e., the pyramids in Egypt, the Great Wall of China, the Bermuda Triangle, or like Camelot, which is mythical. Is there, or go to the moon, Mike? And don't get us off on that again.
Here we go.
We're going to take up the whole half episode again.
That could be real or mythical, depending on what you look at.
It'll be the first time anybody's been there, right, Mark?
See what you've done, Mike?
So,
okay.
is there a real or mythical place you would really like to visit?
Goodness.
Now, you're like me. You have no interest in leaving the country.
Leaving the country, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if I did,
Yeah.
If I did leave the country and I felt good about it, I would probably love to go to the old country, England, and maybe see some things over there.
Yeah.
I think I'd love to see, obviously that's
Buckingham Palace, Big Ben.
maybe even Liverpool, where the Beatles,
nice.
started their
Abbey
stuff.
Road.
Yeah, exactly. See the Penny Lane and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
wherever that is.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah,
Bill?
I think I'd like to go to Italy, to Rome.
Oh,
See the,
Colosseum
ruins.
and
To roam
the ruins.
around.
Roam around. Roam around Rome.
right, and all that Italian food too.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Of course, they just call it food over there.
Right. Yeah,
So-
I think they do.
Right,
Yeah, it's just
right.
food
So it's
there.
food.
Right.
But I would definitely be on board with that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
There you
Is-
go.
No doubt.
Mark, you've been a lot of places, so
I've been to Alaska. I'd like to go to Alaska. I don't know. of any
now would you
place.
go to Alaska, or would you like to do an Alaskan cruise so you could
Well,
kind of?
I've kind of always wanted to drive to Alaska. Believe it or not, I always had that.
What is wrong with it? Now, I
luck.
would say,
Go,
I will
go ahead.
think about this. Think about this. And the maps that we all grew up with, right, in school, with the United States around,
Yeah.
right, and
Right.
and Alaska's up here, Hawaii's down there,
Right.
And in my head, I've always thought, well, California, Oregon, Washington, and Alaska, right?
Yeah,
And then if you look at the globe,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
you
long
see
way
that it's
from
like
Oregon to Alaska.
Way up there.
it's to the moon. I mean, it is
Right.
literally on the north side side of Canada. Really, I mean, if you look,
yeah.
it is
Right.
crazy up there.
Yeah, like how did we end up with it?
How?
Yeah.
How? I'm so glad we did.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm glad we did. But
for sure.
my goodness, I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
way-
way up there. It's not just you get into Canada and then you're there. It's
Yeah.
Every night I
Close
hear
enough.
the UPS that's coming from Alaska over our house at 12:15 from
they've come from.
from Alaska.
From
They're,
Alaska.
they're landing in Louisville. Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
like
Isn't that a sight?
you hear them every night,
Huh.
Isn't that something?
and I know it's who it is because I've got it on the flight aware.
Because
nice.
the app says it.
Because the app told me so.
But I mean, they are like clockwork. They're
Isn't that
on
something?
time every night. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Amazing.
Bill, is there a food or dish that you disliked when you were younger, but you like it now?
Yeah, liver and onions. I don't mind liver and onions now. I hated it when I was a kid.
I still do.
Yeah.
I couldn't. There's no way.
I've tried it lately, but
Really?
not on the consistent basis that we had
Right.
it when I was a kid. It
Yeah.
seemed like
yeah,
it
my
every
dad
other
loved
day.
it, but and my mom would fix it for him, but he was the only one that would eat it.
Yep.
He liked liverwurst too, but I couldn't do that. It's
I
just so
love that.
bitter.
You prefer
Yeah.
canned meat.
I like now canned meat. I can get.
You can get behind that.
Yes, I can.
Not liverwurst.
No,
Where we draw the line.
I do have. That's a hard line. Hey,
I'm
Draw-
going down and get
That's a
some
hard
now.
line.
Nobody's going past that line.
I've got my
Oh yeah, you got your standards.
I got my standards.
I get that. No, every girl's got to have
Yeah, that's
standards,
right.
no doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
I like potted meat. Don't get me wrong. It's better when you say potted meat than it is when you say canned
Canned.
meat.
There's
Because
a-
people might get it.
There's a difference.
Well, canned meat could also mean
Something
like
fancy.
spam or something like that.
Fancy.
And I'm not about that spam.
No.
I like potted meat.
Potted.
I like the potted.
Yes.
meat. Yes.
Yes.
That's the one.
Hey, Spam has the earrings you can buy, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, you can go on their website.
Is that right?
reckon they got potted meat earrings?
There you go. I bet you can.
Because I'll get me some of them. I'm going to be an influencer for potted meat, for Armor potted meat.
There you go.
Not only will she eat it, she'll smell like it
Exactly.
as well.
That's good stuff.
Coleslaw for me.
Coleslaw.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, do you
I-
love it now?
If it's made right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I do love it.
I like the sweet coleslaw better than the
I can handle that.
vinegar
Yeah,
coleslaw,
I can handle that.
sour.
So
I make coleslaw. It was actually Perry's mom recipe. Well, it's what she put in it. I didn't get her recipe before she passed away, so I'm just kind of throwing it together. But it's okay. I don't know if it's exactly how she made hers, but it's got apples and raisins in it too.
Oh.
And then I just buy the bagged.
now, apples that are like crunchy apples or apples that are like
I buy the
cubed?
honey crisp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I cut them up into little, bite-sized chunks, and
Yeah.
then and then raisins. But then I don't cut up my carrots and cabbage. I just buy the bag,
Right.
But I get a bag of the coleslaw, and then about 2 of Honeycrisp apples, and then probably about a cup maybe of raisins, and then I'll put in real mayonnaise, and I'll do some salt and pepper, and I don't know, maybe probably about a half cup of sugar maybe, and then I squirt a little bit of ranch dressing in it. It might be maybe a quarter cup of ranch dressing, I'm not sure, but it's really good, and it's sweet and creamy.
No kidding.
That's good.
Yeah. I like that you use real mayonnaise and not the fake.
I don't like.
stuff.
I don't like Miracle Whip.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, yeah. I like-
Another line that we're not.
Yeah, we're not
Cross-
crossing
no,
that. I
we're
will
not
not.
crossing
That's
that.
a hard
No.
button for me too.
Forget it.
Yep. Yep. Okay, we got time for one quick one.
Did you answer
Okay.
that? You did?
No, you didn't.
It's really okay.
What,
He doesn't
which one do you want to?
He doesn't feel left out at all.
Do you have something? No. Was yours coleslaw?
Mine
too?
was more of a condiment.
Oh.
Relish. I used to not like relish
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
on hot dogs, and now I do like relish
Yeah.
on hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know that I have. I can't think of anything.
I don't go
relish
after
it,
relish.
but-
I don't go after it, but I'm with you on that. I will, if there's nothing else in the ballpark and they got like a thing of relish there, or you
Yeah.
just put it on whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it
Good.
on a hot dog now.
Yeah. That's good.
I really never.
You never had any.
I really never met a food I didn't like, except for liver and onions, and I still don't. That
Yeah.
never really changed for
Yeah.
me. But
Y'all tried some.
I like. No, no, thank you. No, I'm
I can
good.
bring you some back.
I can tell you some foods I still don't like.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. But I
Why
like
is that?
ketchup. I don't know.
Salmon patties.
Oh, love
No?
those. Oh, heavens, yes. That's some more good canned meat. That's good stuff.
yeah.
Tuner. I like tuner, too.
I do too.
Tuner.
I do too. I can handle that. That's
I
fun.
like it. Yeah, I don't
But you don't like tomatoes.
Nope.
Wow.
Do you
I
like
bet-
ketchup?
I bet as a
Yes.
kid you were brought tomatoes all the time living out there. Weren't
We
you?
grew tomatoes.
I was gonna say you
But
you're
you don't
surrounded.
you don't like tomatoes
Slices.
nowhere. You like not slices or not on salad or not.
Spaghetti sauce, salsa, that's fine, but not not on
But you
Marinara.
like don't like them on like your hamburgers or anything
Correct.
like that. Oh, boy, ain't nothing better than a fried bologna sandwich,
with the big old
big old slice
fake
of
tomato.
yes, and some
Yes.
cheese.
My dad loved them, but not me.
and
I
cheese.
know.
Oh.
So good. So good. Yep. Oh,
Yeah, the best summer meal for me is a baked tater, an ear of corn, and sliced maters. No meat. I just
you good?
Just
You
a
can survive on that?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's when all the potted meat's gone.
Yeah.
That's what you-
Now I could throw some potted meat on it and I'd be okay.
I think you can throw potted meat on a donut
Anything.
if you want.
I could. Yes, I could. Okay, we'll be back. We're going to take a break. We got more questions coming up after this. want to tell y'all about a friend of mine. Her name is Christine Flynn. She's a local farmer's agent in Bloomington. She, I think, was our first partner here.
She was our first partner.
At the general store, which is so awesome.
We have a celebratory picture of the two of us after she agreed to be our first partner.
Yes, yeah. So thank you, Chris, so much. But she is going to become your best friend. Right now, insurances are really tough.
Crazy.
I mean, everything is really tough right now, right? But Chris has over 14 years of experience. She can help you with auto, home, business, life, condo, renters. She is down on South Walnut Street on the corner of Grimes and South Walnut. She's open Monday through Friday, and she can help you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. She's really, really good at what she does. I think she's one of the best in the business. You can give her a call at 812-822-2905. She'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Be sure and tell her that we've sent you from the general store. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate you.
Just want to take a couple minutes to mention one of our newer sponsors here at the General Store, For Good Reasons Roofing. They're a family-owned roofing company serving South Central Indiana. For Good Reasons, they're going to be your local professional roof replacement, storm damage repair, also gutter installation services. They have deep ties to the community and are committed to doing what's right by their customers. They were founded on 4 simple reasons: honesty, integrity, quality, and kindness. When you choose For Good Reasons Roofing, you're going to know you're in good hands all the way from the start to the finish. With their transparent pricing quotes, commitment to the the highest quality of products, workmanship, and after installation follow-up. For Good Reasons, they're going to be your professional roofing company you've been looking for and can trust. Give them a call at area code 812-360-4469 or visit them on the web at forgoodreasons.com. That's the number 4, goodreasons.com. Tell them the crew at the General Store sent you.
I want to tell you about one of our sponsors. It's kind of an old and a new sponsor. Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center is what we used to sponsor, but Chad's business, he wanted to focus in on something. So he sold the Express Lube, but he's focused in on the car care portion. And I want to tell you about Chad's Car Care Center. It's located at 2513 West 3rd Street. You know where that is. That's just up the street from the AMC 12, the 12 Theater on the west side, just right up the street, 2513 West 3rd Street. Chad's Car Care Center. Now, you know how expensive car care can be. You do not want to go to the dealer to have it fixed. They're good. They're just real expensive. Chad will do everything he can to keep your car repairs at the minimum. He does a great job. You'll drive your car in there, and just a matter of an hour or so, they'll have you an estimate to tell you what it's going to cost. He'll do everything he can to keep the cost down low. I just recently took my truck in there, and it was going to be pretty hefty, I'll be honest. But Chad and his crew, they were so knowledgeable, so experienced, they took care of that right away. Chad did everything possible to keep the cost down to a minimum. Anytime you need car repair, car care, take it over to Chad's Car Care Center, 2513 West 3rd Street. Again, right up the street from AMC 12 Theater. You know where that is, right over there in Bloomington. 2513 West 3rd Street, Chad's Car Care Center. Go check them out.
We're back. Sorry. I got my questions all messed up here. Okay, we're back. We're going to ask some more questions. Okay. All right, Mark, this one goes to you first.
Oh, no.
Who at this table is most likely to eavesdrop or is already a professional eavesdropper? Who would it be?
Eavesdrop?
Who is most likely to eavesdrop or is already a professional eavesdropper? Yeah, for sure.
I gotta ask a question real quick. Is there a positive definition of eavesdropping?
No.
Okay. Because I will tell you this, I've had calls, and maybe from the 3 of you, that you didn't mean to, like you pocket dialed, right? And as soon as I understand that you didn't, I hang up so quickly because
Yes, me
I'm
too.
scared to death that I'm going to hear something.
Yes, me too.
That I can't take back. You can't unhear
Yes,
something, right? Exactly. So if there's not a positive definition of eavesdropping,
No.
I mean, how can you say, well, this is a good way to, this is good.
Yeah.
My
This
answer's
eavesdropping
Kurt.
is
My
good.
answer's Kurt.
Clearly. What?
No, I don't know that any of the.
Well, I mean, like, unless you're like a undercover agent spy or something, that's your job to get in on things that you're not supposed to be
I
in
will
on.
say
you eavesdrop.
that I am a professional eavesdropper because I'm a mother.
A smother.
I think
Well, I've changed my answer. to
I'm
you.
telling you what. I'm telling you what. Now, I don't know if dads are this way, but I want to know if you are a mom, you be honest and you just tell us right now in the comments below, did you ever eavesdrop? I can't imagine there are very many mothers who didn't. Now, did as dads, is that a dad thing at all, you think, or no?
I think my mom probably wanted to know more than my dad did with regard to what you're saying. Yeah, I think moms are probably, I give moms a pass on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do. So
Next
sure
question.
do.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, what do you think is the greatest invention of all time?
Wow.
Let's
It's a
see.
personal opinion. There's
No wrong answer.
no wrong
right?
answer.
I don't know. Telephone. I think
That
that's
is
a
pretty
good thing. Well, take that back. Electricity.
Yeah.
Have to be electricity. That's a hard one. There's so many.
There's so many.
That's for sure. Yeah, telephone.
The Industrial
That's a
Revolution
good question.
in
Get rid of that.
America, it was coming
Oh, yeah.
so hard and fast at us. All the people who were, inventing all these things. Electricity was a big one,
Yeah.
though, because I think
Yeah.
that was a catalyst for so many other things that you could invent now that you have electricity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know of anything bigger than electricity and the way that got into our homes, that we could harness it, and use it properly and safely.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think the most beneficial is indoor plumbing.
I was going to say indoor toilets. I was going to say that, too.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
save a lot of diseases. And
Yeah,
things
yeah.
of that nature.
Lives too.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the greatest invention of the old time is the wheel. So,
Right. Yes.
yeah. You trying to reinvent one, bud?
no,
trying to reinvent.
better
Okay.
mousetrap.
What are your best and worst personality traits?
Can we tell them about the other?
No, you gotta say your own. Your best and worst personality traits.
Best and worst. Well, I'd like to think my best is just being a people person and being around people.
Well, you're wrong.
And
Well, that would be a no.
and,
But
and
nice
my
thought.
worst is trusting people.
Having a friend like Mark.
Trusting people.
having-
Is thinking people are your friends. That's my worst.
You're probably not really good at picking friends.
I'm not good at it. In fact, I'm terrible at it. That is my worst.
Sorry,
totally
buddy.
worst.
You put it on
Sorry.
the T for me. I had to knock it out.
That's okay. I
It
knocked
was
it
good.
right back to you.
Okay. Worst personality trait.
I said picking friends.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going with that.
I'm going.
Is that what you're going with? That's your final?
I'm going
What's
with it.
your-
I'm going
You've
with
got a lot worse ones than that.
it. Again, picking friends. Picking friends.
He
Did I say
does
picking
suck.
friends?
He sucks. I'm not.
He does. Where?
All right, Mark.
I don't
What's
have a
your best and
best.
worst?
Oh,
nothing
no.
good about
No. You gotta
No,
do
you
it.
have to say something.
No.
What is something
He
you like
always
about
does say
yourself?
something.
You have to say something. Yeah, you always talk.
Let's go.
The worst
Guess
one's going to
the
be you
best
talk
thing
too
is
much.
I don't care is the best thing.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about anything. And the worst thing is, I had this on my mind.
You're mean to your friends?
No, I interrupt people while they're talking.
Yes,
know.
you do.
I know.
That's why Sheila wants a mute button.
That's why I want a mute button. God love you. God love you, Mark.
Yeah.
If you need a chance,
know
if
what?
you need an opportunity to think
No,
about it,
I love him because he just owned it.
owns it.
yeah.
I think I
Yes.
love it when people really do own it. They can see those things and they own it.
There you go.
So, what's your best and
There you go,
worst?
Bill.
I think my best, maybe I'm hoping, is that I'll listen to a lot of what people have to say,
Yeah,
and be concerned about what their issues are and things along
Yeah.
that line.
Yeah.
Worse? I don't know. Not sure.
You're too nice.
You don't talk enough.
I talk too much? Is that what?
No, you don't talk enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you talk too much, Bill. That's certainly a problem. My best personality trait, I think, is listening. I think I'm a good listener. My worst personality trait is, I think I'm probably quick to, I don't want to say anger, but I get, is it worked up? Like, I'll get worked up too fast or whatever. Does that mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get fired up about something before I really kind of
digest everything.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you need to take a seat, Sheila. Take a chill, and I think that's probably my worst. I get fired up pretty quickly, and then once I get all the information, I'm like, okay, I probably overreacted. Does that make sense? I don't know what that's called.
Fired up.
Yes, that's me. I get fired up pretty quick. Just ask everybody at my house. That was not that fun. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, which TV family is most like your own?
The middle. I thought
We do need to get buzzers. Can we get buzzers in the new studio, Mike?
the middle's definitely.
They want to be your local hometown roofing specialist. Whether it's hail damage, storm damage, worn out, and just plain old damage, or maybe it's new construction.
Sheer number.
the numbers. Yeah, that's a good one.
Their four reasons are honesty, integrity, quality, and kindness.
My
For
family
Good
was
Reasons Roofing.
definitely
Give them a call at 812-360-4469.
the Connors. That was my
They'll give you a
dad
full
and
inspection
my
and a
mom.
transparent quote.
My mom. Yes,
You will be
that
completely
yes.
satisfied because
Roseanne,
Tony Pulliam
poor-
will not let it be anything less than
Poor
your
bit,
satisfaction.
Bill did.
Yeah,
Sitting
Look for
around
them
eating-
at 4
eating
Good
potted
Reasons.
meat all the
Yes,
time.
good.
That's
Yes.
number 4. GoodReasons.com.
I can't think
or
of the
call them
name
at
of the show or even the name of the family, but
812-360-4469. For Good Reasons Roofing, your
Hispanic
local
wife and
hometown
an
roofing
older-
specialist.
Oh,
Gunsmoke.
yeah.
I want to take a moment to talk about our newest sponsor.
I started to say
We're
leave
really
Beavers with the
excited about
Cleaver.
Sanders
That was
Insurance joining
definitely
the game
not
here.
it.
The Adams family.
Yeah, the Adams
Modern
family.
located at 5641 West Statewood 46.
It's not the guy who plays Al Bundy.
If you're
Yes,
familiar with
yeah.
that,
Oh,
Modern
married
Family.
with-
yeah.
Modern Family.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Is that the name of it? Was Married with Children?
Married with Children.
They are now an independent.
You talking about the one in the 80s? You said he was married to an Hispanic
They have
woman.
access to the best
this show.
companies.
Okay,
that
the
serve
more recent
your
one or the one
particular
back in the
needs.
80s?
Each client is
the
given
recent
a
one.
dedicated
Okay.
team
Oh,
that
okay.
It is
works
Modern
together
Family.
to address
Modern Family,
all of your
okay.
concerns.
Yeah.
They offer all
Oh,
types
gosh,
of personal
Married with
insurance,
Children.
coverages,
Oh.
ATV,
Al Bundy.
boat, watercraft, auto insurance, even
Oh, my
renter's
goodness.
insurance. So, do you own a
Yeah.
business?
That's funny.
Give one of their agents a
Okay,
call. Start
Bill,
saving
what's
money
your
on
favorite
commercial
radio
insurance
or
coverages,
TV
including
commercial?
apartment
Like of
building
all
owners,
time. It doesn't
builders
have to be
risks,
anything
auto body
current.
shops,
What was
you
your
name
like
it.
favorite
Sanders Insurance
radio or
gives
TV
you the
commercial?
ability
Do you have anything?
to choose the best carrier for your insurance needs.
I don't know. I
That's
always
the main
liked the
advantage to
WNAP
using an
commercials.
independent insurance
Oh,
agent.
yeah.
They had a lot of fun way
They'll
back
work
in
with the
day.
best
Yes.
A lot
to
of good music
satisfy you.
with
Give
it.
them a
Gosh, remember
call.
Tom Cochran was on there, and
7831.
Yeah.
that was
Or visit them on the web at
Adam Smasher.
sandersinsurance.co.
yes, yeah. My dad always listened to
Tell them the
WNAP.
general store
Yeah.
sent you.
Yeah, that's good
Give you
stuff.
that.
He's in St. Louis now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a Christian radio show.
No kidding.
Saturday morning.
Oh, well, that's neat. I did not know that. Well, that's pretty cool. Favorite radio or TV commercial? Anything?
I don't know anything sticks out for me.
I always like. There's so many great ones. I always like Don't Squeeze the Charmin.
Okay.
That was a funny one.
I used to like the Bud Light. I think was it Miller? Miller Light with the.
I want to tell you about
athletes when they'd say
one of
like,
our sponsors. It's kind of an old and a new
Oh.
sponsor.
Great taste.
Another
Chad's
one was
Express
a-
Lube and Car
a good
Care
one
Center
was
who
the
was the
Bud-
sponsor.
Bud Light.
Chad's business,
Wada!
he wanted to focus in
That
on
was-
something.
that
So
was
he
a
sold
really
the
funny-
Express Lube,
How'd they
but
do
he's
that?
focused in on the car care
Just like
portion.
that.
And I want to tell you about
I'd have to go,
Chad's Car Care
Mean Joe
Center.
Green.
It's
Oh,
located
that's
at
a great one.
2513 West 3rd
That was
Street.
Coca-Cola,
You know where that
or was
is?
it
Yeah,
Pepsi?
it's
Coke.
just
Coke.
up the
Okay, yeah.
street
It was Coke.
from the
Yeah,
AMC.
Gosh, that's
was
a
like
really
12,
good
the 12th
one.
theater on the west
That
side,
was really-
just right up the street,
sticks with you that long,
2513
you know.
West
Yeah.
3rd Street. Chad's
Man, back in the
Car
day, there
Care
were
Center. Now, you know
really
how
good
expensive
commercials.
car care can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
And every
Do
once, I'll tell
not
you what my
want to go
my
to the
probably
dealer to have
current
it fixed.
favorite commercial.
They're good. They're just real
campaign
expensive.
is-
Chad will do
is,
everything he can to keep your
Mayhem.
car repairs at the minimum. He does a great
Allstate.
job.
Allstate,
You'll drive your car
where
in
the
there,
guy
and that's
is
just a
mayhem,
matter of an
and
hour
he
or
makes
so.
all these
They'll have
people
you an
like
estimate
wreck their
to tell you what it's
car
gonna
or
cost.
damage their house
He'll
or
do
whatever.
everything
And
he can to keep the cost down low.
That I don't know
I just
who
recently
came
took my
up
truck
with
in there,
that
and it was going
commercial
to be pretty
campaign,
hefty,
like
I'll be
the
honest.
the marketing
Chad and his
genius,
crew,
that
they're so
marketing
knowledgeable,
genius,
so
I think.
experienced. They took care of
Really,
that
really
right
well
away.
done.
Totally.
Chad did everything
Yeah.
possible
And
to keep the
you just
cost
believe
down
it.
to a minimum.
Yes. The
Anytime
one
you
where
need
the
car
guy drops
repair,
his
car
phone
care, take it
between
over
the
to
center
Chad's
console,
Car
and
Care
it's like,
Center,
and it's buzzing, and
2513
he's
West
pushing
3rd
around,
Street.
and
Again,
the guy's
right up the
underneath the
street
seat
from
looking up at him
AMC
talking.
12 Theater. You know where that is, right over there in
so
Bloomington.
brilliant. It's
Yeah,
so
it
good.
is.
13
Good
West
stuff.
3rd Street. Chad's
Okay,
Car Care Center.
who's the best cook in your family?
My mother-in-law was the best cook in the family.
Really?
Hands down, period. No
Anything
question.
she made?
Anything. We begged her to start her own cafe.
Really?
Yep. Absolutely did. She could make it out of anything. I mean, just if she didn't have anything, she still made something
Oh, I love that.
wonderful.
That is such a gift.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I think that's a heavenly gift.
It's
where you can feed your family
unbelievable.
with whatever you've
Yeah.
got in your
And
cabinet.
she did, boy. I'm telling
That's
you.
wonderful.
It was amazing.
That's awesome. Bill?
Yeah, that's the way Mom was.
Yeah.
She, you know,
Yeah.
I
learned that
think-
on the farm.
Yeah.
Well, and they had to, right? I mean, they had to, they were usually growing their own food, whether it was, the beef, cattle, or, they had in their freezer, or they'd grow their own vegetables and can everything, Those were the good old days. That's when food was really good. But then you just really did have to learn how to just cook whatever you had on hand.
That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's good. What about you?
Renata's a great cook.
Is she?
Obviously. Yep. And does very good. But I was blessed. My mom was a home ec teacher, so
Oh.
from Kentucky, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and my grandmother was, and my mother-in-law was a good cook. They're all from Kentucky, and they're all great cooks from scratch, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really blessed too. But I just think that we're in that generation where our mothers and then grandmothers were really good cooks because women still were, a lot of them, in the home.
Yeah.
Or like you said, they weren't wealthy. They had to cook
Right.
with what they had. So
Right.
again, with mine, my maternal grandmother, so my mom's mom, was a cook for years at Indiana University. She cooked in the dorms and stuff, and she was really good, man. She could make the best pies. And my mom's sister, Audrey, she also cooked at IU and could make the best yeast rolls. But and I think I got a little bit of that. I think I'm a really pretty good cook. I just don't do it a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
but
I
I
get-
do. But I do enjoy cooking.
Yeah.
I really love feeding my family, especially Garrett. And Garrett also loves to cook, and so he and I cook a lot together. So that's really special when you can do that.
That is.
for sure. But anyway, this is fun. We'll do this again. But if any of you all are interested in getting one of these, it's a Melissa and Doug product, and it's called the Game Family Dinner Box of Questions. Now, they don't have this same one, but I think they have other versions out there now. So
It's very similar, though.
we'll keep this.
Yeah. Sheila will sell you hers for a price.
No, I won't either. I love this. We've had this for a long, long time. Like
Yeah.
I said, we
But
got
she'll eat the
to
same food for $250.
But well, I won't sell
But
it.
she won't sell her game. She'll eat the same food.
Well, now wait a minute.
Another line.
Wait a minute.
But not
we do
sell.
not cross.
If you'll buy it for $250, I'll sell it to you. But other than that, no.
Oh,
Anyway.
gracious.
Well, we just love you so much. We hope that you enjoy these fun little yap sessions we do when
Right.
we're really not talking about anything.
Answer the questions in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd love for you
Yeah.
to weigh
Yeah,
in
we
because
love
we like
those.
that helps us get to know you better,
Yeah.
and we love to
That's
get to
right.
know you better. So, and so I'm going to keep these on hand, and we'll do this again. Okay. All right. So, God love you. We just love you so much, and if it's God's will, we'll be back in here next Friday for another edition from the General Store.